I'm back from a mother city that wasn't very kind to Soweto. Welcome to Onside ZA, brought to you by Betway. Get away more. I'm Marco Martins. This is Onside, and joining me today is Mr. Len Moleko.
Yes, sir.
And everybody's favorite super sub.
Angu.
Everybody gonna be in the comments. Where's Tepi? She's running late.
Yeah, she's late. Wait. Late?
That's a double decker.
Late.
She's running late.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I never got the memo. So I was just trying to make sure I'm within,
Okay, you know who else isn't getting the memo lately?
Yeah.
Gavin Hunt.
And Len
And
again.
Len not getting the memo to
Oh
be
my
on mute.
goodness.
So report me.
Gavin Hunt's not getting the memo. He's struggling as of late, isn't he?
Yeah.
And that's a big one on Sunday.
We I think, did we touch on this? Where I said you get a situation whereby SuperSport United go on some sort of a run, and then suddenly their players get injured, some get sold. We know Ime Ocon is somewhere in
Ukraine.
There.
Stopping the missiles there.
You know, he's the bomb there in Ukraine. They sold, who's the kid who went to...
Campbell.
Yes, Campbell, Chandra Campbell.
Yeah.
And it just seems like you're just going to make it work. But how do you make it work?
Because they had a good December.
Yeah, but Len, that's not new with SuperSport.
That's what I'm saying.
That has been happening, and as well, SuperSport used to manage to get results with that happening. They will get results, and they'll get into finals of competitions with that happening, moving players, and all of that. So I don't think that's an excuse. The real question is, has football really left Gavin Hunt?
Or has Gavin Hunt left football?
Which one is it? Because the man seems like he can't hunt anymore.
Or is it just not sustainable? Has it just caught up to SuperSport?
The model is not... I think maybe the SuperSport model is not necessarily working. Or it used to work. All right?
Yeah.
But it's seemingly not working because the sell. Yes, we produce a lot of development players.
Yeah.
Right? But you can't throw in a 16-year-old against a Sundowns or a Pirates because Sekhukhune, for instance, because those are teams that are punching, well, Sundowns, Pirates, they're not punching above their weight. They are punching within their weight. But you get a Sekhukhune that's punching above their weight. You get a Marumo Gallants that will dribble you at any given point. You get an Amazulu that is turning the corner here and there. So there are no easy teams to play against anymore.
Yeah.
Stellies are sort of like have become the new SuperSport, aren't they?
Well, from a development perspective.
And getting the results.
Yeah.
Yes.
As
We
in
spoke
the
about this last
as
week.
in the team that's not obvious to be there necessarily, but they're there.
Yeah.
You know, and SuperSport was consistently that side.
Because I strongly believe that there's still enough personnel within SuperSport. They've just signed Nukovic, and all of that. And there is good quality. There's Spule. There's good quality. I just feel like maybe it's about time that they pull the plug.
Nah, I pull the plug and put who?
I don't know. There's a lot of coaches out there.
Name 3. I'll wait.
I must name 3 coaches that...
Are in the wings, Nje, that you think they can just slot in and do
They don't
the
have
work.
to be in the wings. You look at what Cape Town City did. Eric Tinkler is available.
Fair point.
You can... Roger Dizak, but I believe he's busy with that team down there. But, there's a lot of coaches that you can bring on board.
Why do I have a suspicion that he might just join thingy in... I think he went to Morocco. Who's his buddy?
Carlos Queiroz.
Yes. Because I think Carlos Queiroz is now the national team coach of Morocco. I speak under correction.
Oh, can I actually check that quickly?
I think he just recently got the job. I speak under correction.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It does look like SuperSport needs a change, but I don't know if that change is gonna be Kevin Hunt or do they bring some more players this transfer window? What is it? But results has to come.
Buying in January is never a good idea.
Carlos Queiroz currently the coach for Qatar.
No, he's
According
in
to
Morocco.
Was he last the coach for Qatar? Did that expire?
He's in Morocco, as far as I know. It's a recently acquired job, if memory serves me correctly.
Okay, I'll keep doing the research. Anyway, let's get to the comments quickly a little bit. Ballers, as always, welcome. And a big welcome, J-Boo. First time baller. Thanks for joining us on this one. We hope you stick around and we bring you some value as a first time early football fan. Lots to unpack.
So sorry, Marco, to cut you there just before we leave the Carlos issue. It says here on kickoff that it was Tunisia. They made
Tunisia, one of the North African countries. Yes,
Yeah.
he's a national team
Yeah,
coach.
see, yeah, he
No,
left
but
Qatar.
listen, it was recently reported that Queiroz was set to become the Tunisian national team head coach, but they made a U-turn.
So he's not anywhere currently. So his last job was with Qatar and he left.
Wait, wasn't it Iran?
I think it was Iran just before that. And
Hey, she's late.
a big welcome.
To our late karma.
She's late. Po.
Welcome, Tsepi Worldwide. Hi.
So, yeah, as we were saying.
Hello?
Okay, I'm calling you ladies on air. I'm sorry. Hello, James.
Hello, darling.
What if we
Welcome.
identify as ladies?
So,
Let's continue.
I identify as a frog, okay?
Yeah, I identify as a soccer ball.
Yes.
That's nice.
That's why I kick you around.
That's so funny.
But anyway,
back to Betway Premiership action, and the transfer window is obviously open, and there is some movings, comings and goings. I think I saw some very interesting news today in the Betway Premiership, and it seems like the big teams are crossing targets a little bit more this window than before.
elaborate.
What does that mean?
So
And who's a big team? Be
Chiefs
careful.
and Pirates.
I said be careful. Who's a big team?
Chiefs and Pirates are big teams.
Okay.
What are they doing?
I know Pirates sent out a couple of players out on loan.
Right. Let me bring up the story while you guys elaborate on it. But anyway, it is the January transfer window. We've elaborated ever so slightly on SuperSport United losing players to other clubs during this time, which is standard.
Which is interesting, actually. Also, going back to that, why does it seem like they're the only ones who have got like overseas connections versus everybody else?
Them and the... Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
else.
Just them now,
Nobody
not because we
else.
don't have Cape Town
Nobody
thingy
else.
anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they are clearly running a business, aren't they? I mean, we know what they do, right? So it's in their best interest to have connects overseas, yes, no?
No, granted, but like to what detriment? Because they domestically, their form is not make sure.
I don't think it's ever been a priority for them to be a top 4 team now. I feel like as long as they keep their heads above water, become a top 8 team, still be able to do business, which is something they do quite well, then they're okay. Because I don't even see...
You can't be a Southampton all the time.
I get it, but I don't see the frustration so much from Gavin. I don't see the frustration coming from management. I don't see it.
If
It's not
if
apparent.
your job is guaranteed, why are you going to be
That's what I'm
frustrated?
saying. It looks as though,
Super
that's
Sub
the
is rather
plan.
quiet.
So I actually want to elaborate on that story now that I bring it up. Soccer Laduma reporting that Kaizer Chiefs have also added a certain name to the list of potential targets and
Is it the
candidates.
Colombian?
No, it's Chippa United's Sinokolo Kwayiba.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
saw that.
yeah.
So Chiefs and Pirates and a few other clubs eyeing him
Yeah,
as a
saw that.
potential midfield target in this
player.
January window. He's, raised the eyebrows in Bafana colours. I mean, that's normally a position reserved for players wearing yellow, So to do it from a Chipper United standpoint is impressive.
Look, the likelihood will be Pirates. Chipper have always had a very good relationship
With
business-wise
Pirates, yeah.
with Pirates,
No, definitely.
more
yeah.
than they do with Chiefs. So
It's a more attractive prospect for the player as well at the moment.
yeah, I mean,
More stability, more chances of winning
if you're a
silverware.
footballer,
Right now, today, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
who did not go to Cape Town over the holidays, which team in the Betway Premiership would you play for?
Sundowns or Pirates, right?
I
So, 'cause
always
It depends, man. Look, some people just,
Don't be diplomatic.
okay,
Yes,
I'll play for Pirates
thank you.
any day.
And I think
Happy worldwide.
I think it makes more sense to start at Pirates because I feel like the moment you go to Sundowns, then your career then takes a deep dive.
I think it depends. If you there are players who join Sundowns and then struggle to break into the 11.
Yep.
Right, it's a tough team
So
to
is
make it in.
so
But
is
at
it Pirates?
is similar.
It's
Yeah.
the same.
You have to break into the team, but Sundowns is a difficult one because the
Yeah.
size of their squad is normally very big.
But you've got
But-
a Rele who can break into the 11. Who's the other kid?
But you can't talk about Pirates players leaving Pirates.
No. I'm saying that because Marco was alluding to the fact that you get to the team, you still have to break into the 11. And ballers can also tell us if you had to play for any team in the Betway Premiership, which team would it be and why? Right? I would personally, I'd play for Stellies.
But I think then you've got, if you look at it now and you look at Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns, if you can choose who you're going to play for. Right now, I think Pirates, especially if the coach likes you, because you expect Jose Rivero to be there next season. And if the coach likes you and you've got a chance to play in that team, you've got a more sustainable option. And when there's chaos in other teams, it becomes difficult to make that choice to go there.
Sunset. Is there chaos there by Sunset?
Hey, my man.
I'm asking, but anyway. And big ups to Miguel. He seemingly scooped up the Coach of the Month award. I've just arrived.
I've just arrived.
Yeah, he introduced himself very well. I don't think he has lost a game.
Fair point.
I think he's been doing very well. So I think it's well deserved, to be quite honest with you.
But is he not just like oiling a machine that was already oiled?
It does not matter. I think at the end of the day, he's the man at the helm, and the buck stops with him. Had result not been coming, he's the man that is going to be called on to answer. So to get that oil machine and still progress with it the way he has, I think it's commendable.
Fair point.
Okay, elsewhere in the Betway Premiership.
Amazul.
Ayenze namazulu.
Eh?
Uri hey, ayenze namazulu.
They won.
Bawinile.
They added extra misery on the calling
Magezi.
champions, Magezi.
Look, I think between Magezi and Royal AM, they must just consolidate who's going down automatically and who's going to do playoffs.
You reckon?
Between those
Because
two
I believe Dagama can actually pull a rabbit, hey, for Magezi.
Same. And I've been saying this.
I
I feel like
honestly
Magesi
think
has a lot to offer.
Yeah, I think there's still there's a
can
lot.
pull a
I don't
rubber
think we can write the obituary now, Len.
I'm already writing the obituary now.
I think it's too soon.
I
don't
don't
see
see
it.
I don't see them navigating a win anytime soon.
Wow.
Interesting.
Last week, Kaizer Chiefs getting a win over Stellies after being in relatively poor form.
They were lucky.
You could say that they were unlucky in a way in Cape Town. Cape Town City getting consecutive 1-0 wins against
Chiefs and Pirates.
Chiefs and Pirates,
They've
Soweto teams.
They've got the Soweto
Facing what? I think 1 shot on target, 1 goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
The facing 16 shots or something from Pirates. What
Yeah.
was the statistic in that game? I'll
It was
try to bring
crazy.
up
And
the
you could see
stats
the
here.
disappointment in
Yeah,
Jose's
because he couldn't
post-match
believe.
interview.
Yeah.
14
It's
shots.
it's as if he did not know what to say because he couldn't fathom what had just happened.
No, definitely.
But that inconsistency comes back in because Chiefs actually played really well against Cape Town City. Unlucky to lose 1-0. Dominated the first half. Second half, Cape Town City had some resurgence in them. And then throw away all that hard work where you've gone and beat Stellies. After a good performance against Cape Town, you go beat Stellies. And then Sunday comes, you lose 1-0 to Golden Arrows.
It's arrows.
What do you mean?
What
It's
does that
errors?
even mean?
It's
Yes,
arrows.
it is arrows.
No.
But
On a good day, arrows can beat any team in
Yeah.
the Premiership.
63% possession, 15 shots, only 1 on target. What does that tell you?
South African football.
I'm actually more concerned about the conduct of the coach. I feel like, yes. Isn't this the second time that he's having a bit of a scuffle or disagreement with a referee?
Maybe they couldn't hear each other. Like,
It's called passion.
barriers.
Yes, and you see the reason because of this, he got a record, and that means he's going to miss the Soweto Derby. Do you see that?
Yeah, I know.
That's fine.
See? So my concern
I'm
is...
not bothered.
I mean, of course not.
Of course you're
Super
not.
Sub. I mean, it works very well to your advantage. But I'm just like a bit concerned about just overall how he conducts himself.
Do you know what the interesting thing about it is, right?
Yeah.
You'll get a Chiefs that is subpar. Come Soweto Derby, they go and beat Pirates
And then go
and
back to.
return to becoming subpar.
But derbies.
You know, derbies across the world.
Yeah.
You don't judge derby by
Form.
Cup
by
final.
form. You know, it's
Anything can happen.
anything can happen. You know, players are playing for contract. At Kaizer Chiefs right now, there are even rumors that certain individuals can be offloaded. You know, so come the derby, everybody would want to prove the point. You go into a derby, you score a goal or two. You sort of like know if they were thinking of letting you go, that, you know, you sort of like got yourself a cushion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
and a
think-
derby is more than 3 points. It's about respect, it's about legacy, it's about history.
The
Goes
country
deeper.
gets
It's
divided.
deeper. Yes, it's
Really?
deeper than just 3 points.
Still?
Yes,
Really?
of course.
It is still, and
Still
look,
is. I
you
mean,
can't
you can't
underplay
deny that, yes.
You can't underplay the
No,
derby.
for me, it's
From a football
it's
perspective.
a social event.
Well, look, I would like to disagree. You know, I think that it's still a football
When last did
event.
you attend the derby?
Last season,
Of course, and you were there. Again.
was there.
Yeah, and you're going again, aren't you?
I'm going again.
There we go.
What I'm saying is, yes,
No. We must all go to the derby. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
yeah. Len, tickets get sold out. Would you think it's
Social
90,000?
event, mun.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you're gonna call
It's
it,
like podcast and chill on tour. Obviously, tickets are gonna get sold out.
yeah, because
It's
they're
a social event.
nah, bro, because they're a big brand. You know, and whatever that they are selling, people buy into it, right? Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs is still a football match. However, it's one of the biggest derbies in Africa, and we expect no less.
From a footballing perspective, Pirates Sundowns, that's a match.
But it's not a derby.
It's a
We're
rivalry.
not talking about derbies. I mean, I'm talking about from a football perspective.
Of course, I mean, you are talking about a team that is sitting at number 1 and number 2. When they go play, obviously they're gonna want to leave everything in the pitch,
Of course.
right?
Sitting where?
1 and 2.
1 and 2,
Respectively.
respectively. Yeah.
But anyway, let's agree to disagree.
Let's switch to the table.
Okay.
Pirates following on close from Mamelodi Sundowns. Normally by this stage of the season, Mamelodi Sundowns have played fewer matches than anyone else. And they've got games to catch up. But Pirates also sitting back on matches with their postponements due to commitments elsewhere on the continent. Each played 11 games, 30 points and 27 points respectively. Orlando Pirates are 3 points behind Sundowns as things stand. After that, lost to Cape Town City.
I think the swing will be the match between the two. I think
It's a 6-pointer.
going forward, because they still have to play each other twice,
Definitely.
right? I think going forward, I don't see any of the teams dropping maximum points. They will either draw or win going forward, but I don't see them losing. Also, taking into account their KEF commitments. But you look at Pirates from a KEF commitment perspective, they sorted. Sundowns still have it all to do. So you're more likely to bank on Pirates, not
To turn that little point difference around.
yes.
Okay.
Super Sub did not pay me to say that, by the way.
It's not a paid.
It's not a paid partnership.
This is not
It's not a paid
this is not a
partnership.
sponsored post. Nedbank Cup, Len Moleko. That's getting a little bit of history behind it. 18 years of Nedbank Cup in the PSL.
Yeah. Some interesting fixtures. Look, Pirates, Sundowns, Chiefs.
No, Pirates did not get they got Richards Bay.
Yeah, but it's Richards Bay.
No, but it's not playing down there,
No, I
in the
know, but,
Dudgeons.
like, you see, the thing is with Nedbank Cup, be scared of the minnows.
Hey, I remember
Hungry Lions of this world.
Meluti FC,
Maluti FC.
Vibes, yeah.
Yes.
Krugersdorp
Amatax,
United.
Baroka.
Baroka. Be scared of the minnows because big stage,
Show off.
They want to prove.
you want to prove a point, and you're also playing for, hey, Chiefs, look at me. Hey, Pirates, look at me.
Yep.
Hey, Sundowns, look at me.
Playing for a contract,
Don't
yeah?
you want to sign me next season kind of vibes?
Yeah, I agree with you.
I would rather play a Betway Premiership team in the Nedbank Cup last 32 than I would want to play Motsepe Foundation Championship team or one of those lower league teams. Boma. There's a team called Free Agents.
Oh, yes, it's from Gauteng, actually.
I've seen that.
Kaizer Chiefs are playing against Free Agents FC.
Oh,
The
yes.
Gauteng team, yeah.
Well,
So
Kaizer Chiefs needs free agents.
Well, they can just take the whole team.
Polokwane City versus the Bees FC. Skukune United versus Cape Town City. That's a good game.
That's a good game.
Yeah, that's a notable fixture.
But I think Skukune should easily win that.
Yeah, no. Siama is cooking there, eh?
And scoring goals. Kaizer Chiefs versus Free Agents, as we said. Mpeni Home Defenders versus Hungry Lions.
Hungry Lions should win that.
Pen, it's from Limpopo, that team. I think it's in the third division, eh?
Yes, it is.
Another
third tier.
top flight affair, Magesi versus Supersport United
Supersport United should easily win that.
They
on
should.
current form. But Magesi, cup
They
form,
should.
Hey,
Fair point.
goalkeeper of the tournament again.
Chipper says, there's no five. How much was man of the match? 100,000.
match.
Man of the match.
fees. Yeah. Maybe there's less motivated this time. Sundowns versus Sibanye Golden Stars.
The owner of Sundowns probably owns the team. Didn't Sibanye like a mining company or something?
It sounds like
There's Banya Gold.
Still
the
water.
gold and water still.
Yeah, something like that, probably. But like Sundowns should easily do like a 10-0 against those. Because remember when they did
Power
But
line.
this
Power line
Sibanye, by the
vibes.
way, this Sibanye is from the Free State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Royal AM versus Milford FC.
We
Are
know
they going to show
Milford.
up? Oh, sure. They
know
will. They
Milford,
were
yeah.
paid. Sorry, yes. Royal AM should easily win that.
We don't know. Because this
Apparently.
month still has to be, they still has to be paid for
No,
this
December
month.
apparently was paid.
Yeah, actually, end
Paid
of the
late.
month, they need to be paid. So
Again.
Nedbank is not playing this weekend, are they?
It's playing this coming weekend if memory serves me correctly.
Okay, then they will play if it's this weekend.
Yeah.
But Milford is not to be trifled with, eh?
No, it's not a joke.
Richards Bay versus Orlando Pirates, another top flight affair.
Pirates should easily win that. I mean, they are the defending champions after all.
2 times in a row.
Venda Football Club versus Cape Town Spurs.
Super Sub should win that.
Yeah, but Spurs is struggling. Hey, like they are literally, I think, 3 if not 4 positions towards the bottom. So they're really going
Because
through
Menadop
it.
is always complaining about referees week in, week
Yeah,
out.
Shem, they're really going through it.
Shame. What can you do?
Remember his rant?
Yeah.
Speaking
against
of runs,
referees.
and he had.
I couldn't have one
I was
last week because
three-
I was
You were
sitting
hosting.
on the hot seat.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, on your behalf. You know, should have taken the rant on your behalf.
Yes.
Golden Arrows versus Chipper United, another top flight affair.
Chipper United should win that.
How's this one? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. TS Galaxy versus Vasco da Gama.
Oh, Tagama's leading on their log.
Gama.
I haven't seen that name in a while.
Yeah, no.
That'll be interesting to watch. Stellies versus Kruger United.
Stellies.
Amazulu versus Mighty Eagles.
It's a battle of colonizers.
Yeah.
Dang, okay, you went there.
You don't want to support anyone then.
Nah. Kruger
Since you go on the fence. I said Stellies, right?
Yeah,
And
of course.
then
Amazulu versus Mighty Eagles.
Amazulu.
Amazulu.
That. Zungu is doing well at Amazulu, actually. Yeah?
Good for him.
He's a quality player. Come on. That is Zungu, and he's at home.
Lerumo Lions versus Durban City FC.
The old Maritzburg United.
And then Umvoti FC versus Baroka FC.
Baroka.
Umvoti. You remember that?
It's Venda.
No. It's
Is
Why
it
are
not?
all the teams?
Umvoti.
Why are there so many soccer teams in Venda?
Why not?
I don't know, bro.
I'm just curious.
No, I don't know.
Umvoti.
It's because the people are passionate about football.
And what about the thing that
The knuckle.
the bare knuckle fighting? Like when people are playing
How's
football.
that? How are you correlating that to
How
football?
make it make sense, please.
No, like,
He's saying that they should be interested in that as well.
like
Oh,
They
Umvoti
lost
from
interest.
KwaZulu-Natal.
when the other ones are fighting, who's playing football? Or when other ones are playing football, who's doing bare knuckle fighting?
They
That's
can,
what I'm trying to figure
they
out.
can do both.
That happens once in a year.
Doesn't
Chief.
it happen in December?
It happens in. It's like Philly's game.
How? Hey,
Oh, it's
anyway.
Philly's games of bare knuckle fighting.
Boxing Day.
You wanna
You
go
took it to
there?
another level.
You wanna go there? We can arrange for you.
Well, then we're going to the cheating girlfriend in Pretoria. Pretoria Callies versus Marumo Gallants. That's another city
Interesting
with a lot
match.
of football teams.
Kelly
Pretoria.
should win that.
Okay,
Interesting
against
match.
Marumo.
They came close to actually being promoted last season, yeah?
Yeah, they were very.
And that's a wrap of the final 32 teams, the final 16 matches in the Nedbank Cup. Looking
I still
forward
say
to
the
that.
Nedbank Cup will not be won by Sundowns, Pirates, or Chiefs. Anybody else is going to win it. None of those three are going to win it.
You are
Defending
basing that on
champions
what?
saying it.
On the current, like for let's talk about Sundowns and Pirates. Are you basing that on the fact that they've got too many games to play, or you just
No, it's just a gut feel.
just give that feel? Okay, fair point.
You can back it up with logic.
But why do I still think that Orlando Pirates would want to retain their title?
No, they
Oh,
want
they-
to, they won't.
They won it back to back. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They won't. They're not going to do a three-peat.
didn't they do it with the MTN?
that's
I'll wait.
3 games.
I'll wait.
Huh?
MTN8, that's 3 games. 4 games.
It's 4 games, yeah.
4 games.
It's
Quarterfinals, semifinals, 2 games, and the final 4 games.
4 games.
4 games.
No, I'm talking about Nedbank Cup.
Yeah, I'm saying they won it back to back. Why wouldn't they win it again?
Jose won two MTN8. Or was it 3?
It's 3. It's 3 MTN8s.
He's got 5 cups, 5 trophies.
Okay.
D-Dope saying Chiefs is taking the money to the bank.
What money?
To
How much is
Nedbank,
it? How much is
Nedbank
the,
Cup
how much is the
money.
prize money, by the way?
Netbank is...
Isn't it 8 million?
I think 8 is MTN8. Munna.
MTN8 is 10 million now.
It's 10 million. MTN8. Check the prize money
Actually,
for
as it stands,
Nedbank.
Orlando
Check,
Pirates has
get it.
already has 17 million from qualifying for the quarters. They've already made 10 million from MTN8. They potentially can make 20 million from winning the Betway Premiership.
It's actually very big. It's 7 million rand for first place in
There
the
we
Nedbank
go.
Cup, 2.5 for second, and 1 million for
So
third.
Orlando Pirates could make up
big
100
money.
million this year if all things go well for them.
Sundowns made 77 million last year.
That's what I'm saying. They could potentially make 100 million if they, Why are we beefing here? Like Orlando Pirates can make that money
I'm not
as well.
beefing
Like
with
why
any-
does it sound?
Look, I love Pirates. I love Pirates is my I like
It's your
Pirates.
what?
It's my family,
Okay.
Yeah.
So last year it was 7 million.
Yeah.
The prize money
For
Nedbank, yeah.
Nedbank.
Okay, yeah, so it's 7. So they can actually make a lot of money. They've already made 10. They can make 17 million now if they win the Nedbank, including the M10.
They've already made 17 million
already for the quarters. So
by reaching the quarters, they
making
already
bank.
banked 17 million.
exactly.
Okay, who are we benchmarking this against?
No, I'm just putting it out
No,
there
she's
because
just saying,
I was
I'm just
asking
support-
how much. Because I mean, I was doing the maths and thinking about, there are teams right now that are struggling financially, and then you have the likes of Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns and Staleys making serious bank. Hey, boo.
But they've got
But
sponsors as
Kaiser
well.
Chiefs and Pirates make money without prize money.
Agreed, but I mean, look, what are you going to do with an extra 77 million potentially? That's a lot of
Get
money.
relegated, ask Magessi.
Yeah, or
You
buy,
can win
buy
prize
Royal
money
AM.
You see,
Do what with it?
or finally start a women's team.
If I could get my hands on that money, I'll turn it back to Bloemfontein Celtic any day.
Your hands on the money or the owner?
Hey, on the money, chief.
Oh, okay. Just
Not,
checking.
not Manning Rangers.
Nah, not Manning Rangers.
Or kind of what's a team from the Santos?
I think Celtic had a bigger brand, still has a big
Sundowns is
following.
the only team that spent so many years in the Premier League and didn't even have fans.
Who?
Santos. They didn't have fans. You know that?
Yeah, Bloom Celtic's got fans.
Bloemfontein Celtic's got
understand?
fans.
Yeah.
For
They've
days.
got Bota.
Okay, moving north of South Africa, but staying on the continent. Percy Tau, he's moving further north.
Oh yeah, we spoke about that.
Bank.
We knew it.
We spoke about that last week.
Yep, we
Went
saw.
to Qatar. What do you call it?
Yeah, SC.
Qatar
SC.
Good bank. And I actually got to watch the documentary about the Saudi Pro League. My mind is slowly shifting
To which direction?
To appreciate the league?
to appreciate the league.
What made you, I'm interested to know what made you.
The greatest player of all time said it's better than France.
Eman Marco, it's not about him.
But did you see that it's rich in history?
Yes, it's the Saudi players or the players that they buy that are not the Sadio Manes, the Ronaldos, the Benzemas, whoever, that also show up. Because at first glance, or the way I looked at it, it was a case of I took the league as a slay queen league. You know what I mean? But I saw there is grafting that happens there.
There's a lot of grafting from what I watched as well. And I just like the fact that it's so rich in history as well,
Yeah, and like the rivalries
Yeah.
as well. So there's a bit of appreciation that I have for the Saudi league.
Better than Chinese league.
Even better than the MLS.
Thank you, my friend. You're getting a beer.
The story is that
Better than French football?
Yes, because it's not a one. It does not. So when you look at it, it does not look like a farmers league. Because French football, outside of Marseille, PSG,
Monaco, Lyon.
else?
Lyon,
Lille.
to a degree, the rest are just there.
for vibes.
Yeah, they are like Postecoglou vibes.
So I was saying the one thing I'm a bit concerned about, and maybe this just might change. Percy did sign with Qatar SC, but he only got a 6-month contract. And they're saying that if he does improve, if they're happy with him after the 6 months, only then will they extend it to 2 years. Thoughts?
Yeah, deliver.
Delivers if Rulani is still at Without to come end of the 6 months. I bet Rulani would not think twice about taking Percy to
Bring him in.
Without
Yeah.
and go to the Club World Cup with him. So from a Percy perspective, I bet he sat down and he looked at the deal.
That 6 months probably worth a
It's
year or
like,
two,
okay, cool.
know.
It's like, I might.
And look, it's Percy Tau. We know he's gonna deliver. I honestly see him getting that 2 years contract
And it's in
extension.
Real.
Qatar, guys.
Okay.
It's in Qatar.
It's not Saudi.
See, if it's not Saudi,
it's
if
gonna
it was
be a
Saudi,
star.
I'd be like, yo.
It's got competition.
Yeah. It's Qatar.
Yeah.
It's money.
Guys, does it matter that the team is struggling? The team that is joining?
Yes.
But he's not. Gabriel Jesus.
Guys, why is Ankarabi?
No, he's not. He's not gonna save them.
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly why they brought him in.
But also,
to change
look,
things around for them.
Football is a team sport.
Agreed.
Can't do it alone.
Granted.
Ronaldo went to
Manchester United.
No. What's the Saudi team? Al
Al-Ahly.
Al Nasir.
Al-Nasir.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Yes, he scored gang goals.
Many goals.
But he's not necessarily helping them win the league.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, look, part of the reason why maybe even the 6 months contract is because they're sitting where they are. They don't know what's going to happen,
That's
you
what I'm
know,
saying.
and also,
Get relegated and you're still going to have this bill of somebody that you're going to be paying like lank money. But meanwhile, you're playing in
second division
Exactly.
of Qatar.
Yo, that's the pit.
but when you look at it, they're not really far off, you know. 2-3 wins, they're up there, you know. I mean, the league, it's comprises of 12 teams.
Yes.
It's a farmers
And
league.
yeah, he's actually playing his first match on Friday, so it'd be nice to check it out.
Yeah. All the team from 1 to number 10, they're called Al
Of course.
something.
Yes.
Okay, let's jet
IT.
off around the world. This is Around the World with Tepi Worldwide, brought to you by Betway and the Aviator game. Log into the Betway app now and join Aviator, and be sure to check out before the plane flies away. Tepi?
Okay, guys, a bit of drama. This drama is happening at the Central African Republic. Now, the story is that there was an appointment. You would know him to be the former coach of the Cameroonian national team. His name is Rigobert Song. You know him with the dreadlocks.
Yes.
He was announced as a new head coach of the Central African Republic yesterday. He was appointed by the presidential decree, right? Now, the FSF, which is the Football Association of the country, however, has released a statement in which they confirm that the federation has not been consulted during the election process and have formally opposed the decision. So basically, they are saying they were told via social media of this person now taking on the coaching position, and they do not recognize him. They have someone else in mind.
But we
So
know FIFA's stance
yes.
on this.
First and foremost, FIFA is not going to allow that.
Presidential decree against your football federation.
Yes. So politics, it's like with what's happening now with the Champions Trophy, cricket-wise, where our Minister of Sport, Art and Culture, Minister Gayton McKenzie is calling for the Proteas not to play against Afghanistan
Because of the atrocities.
because they don't have like
Women's rights.
women's
and
what.
Mm-hmm.
FIFA, ICC, politics do not get into sports.
Yep.
So essentially,
But with Russia, they did get into, just saying,
Yeah.
with Russia, they did get involved.
But they don't with Israel.
it's Vladimir.
Oh, then.
They don't like
Because
him.
Russia, at the moment, they're not participating on any international sports as
There
we
we
speak.
go.
Yeah. Because it's because of
Because they invaded a country.
that's
Which is the difference with Israel, is they technically didn't invade a country.
they just bombed another one. Anyway.
Double standards.
They
sometimes,
declared
guys.
war on terrorism, not war on a nation.
Ask Ola.
That's how you phrase these things.
Hey, Bima.
The US were involved in sports for a very long time, and they were in Afghanistan for, I don't know, 20 years or something crazy.
Look, do you think at base FIFA would have taken away the rights for Russia to host the 2018 World Cup had the war in Ukraine happened?
Yeah.
For sure.
They
I'm not sure, but I think it's a
They would
possibility.
have. It was this decision to ban Russia was very quick by FIFA.
Yeah. Would you be surprised?
There we go. I thought we let that thing last year.
We need new ones this year.
Yeah, we need new ones.
Okay, bikinis.
Yes.
What's next, darling?
Okay, we're going to Nigeria.
You're going
Nigeria.
alone.
Because I'm coming with you, girl.
I don't want malaria either, guys.
Shoo.
Anyway, so the Nigeria has officially, finally, they've announced.
Oh, damn.
The Nigerian FA has announced something, darling.
Yes, they have. They've announced the appointment of a new coach. His name is Eric Chelle. And they have also told us how much he's getting paid. Any guesses?
$1 million.
Dollars.
100,000 nairas.
100,000
How much is
naira is
that?
like
Like
50
10
rand,
rands?
mun.
What's he getting paid in?
I mean, in dollars, obviously. I mean,
In
nairas
dollars.
are non-existent.
Yeah.
Isn't he getting about
$1 million a
$50,000 a month?
season.
500,000 US a year?
That's okay. That's a lot, but even could be possibly because I can't convert right now. But he has is going to be getting 555,000 US. That's about $1 million South African rands per month, which will be shared between him and 3 assistants.
That's $6 million a year.
I wonder how much Hugo Bruce is getting.
We never questioned that, hey?
No, in South Africa, pay slips are like
It's
Like
a
a
secret.
bikini.
pay slips are like a side chick.
Yeah, they don't show. They
Never
don't come
to
out
be
at
revealed.
9.
They're not supposed to be revealed.
Yes, give me 9:10.
1.5 million rand a month.
1.5 million rand?
Hugo Bruce.
Oh, a month. Okay, but he makes $1 million a month, but he has to share with 3 other people.
No. Hugo Bruce.
No,
Yes,
but I know
Bruce
what you're
gets
saying.
1.5,
Yeah.
but he gets $1 million. but
Hey,
he
it's
has to share
better to
between
be a
himself
Bafana
and-
coach than the Super Eagles coach.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He has to share with 3 other people.
So Hugo's probably there in Belgium at the beach.
What do you mean? 1.5 million rand a month buys you a 1-bedroom apartment in Belgium somewhere.
So he bought.
These European property prices.
So he bought 12.
It's in his best interest to actually stay here and buy property here.
I'm saying you have to still go to the bank and ask them for finance when you're in Belgium.
I actually wonder when he's here, does he live?
I know where he lives.
Hey, don't. Hey.
So it's Ronwen and Hugo Bruce.
Alitawi dillo, what's it?
Okay,
Please don't do
where we
that.
off to next, darling?
Okay, and very, very quickly, guys, this one is a speculation. I want you to help me with this because this story does not have a name, but it says, according to The Sun, a footballer was arrested this week after allegations filming during sex without consent. The footballer, who has not been named, was involved in a training session before he was taken away in front of his surprise teammates for questioning. He plays for the Premier League, just by the way. The Sun says that the teammates thought it was a prank when the footballer was whisked away by 2 officers. It is said that he was questioned for 6 hours, but he was able to return to his team for training on Friday ahead of the weekend's FA Cup action. Who is
Was he
it?
having a party?
We don't know. It's very...
I
Who is it?
I don't know.
don't know. Kyle Walker is causing more trouble again. No, it's not him. He's going to
yeah.
Italy to cause trouble there.
Yes.
So who
England,
is
they
this guy?
tough, hey? Sure, you can't get away with anything there. And these
Specula-
players try.
Speculation has it,
Come on.
it's a player who plays for a London team. That's all I know.
Okay, and
Oh, that's all I've
getting
heard.
warmer.
North, south, we're getting warmer.
Dlala Levante.
Olivier Giroud's not there anymore.
What's his name is also not there. But he would be in Manchester, so
Oh,
doesn't
Giggs.
count.
He's talking about Mason Greenwood.
No, Benjamin Mendy.
Oh,
Ben
Mendy. Hey.
All I know is North.
North.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so whoever
Like
that
I
person
said,
is,
blue
he
eyes.
was released.
Look, like I said,
Definitely Song Heung-min.
like
Can't.
I said,
I refuse.
Can't be him.
like I said, I don't know whether what is being the aspersions that are being casted here, whether there was a party involved or not.
Hey, because all we know is that this person decided to be a movie star, I guess, and entertain himself. And clearly the person who realized that they were being recorded was the one who went to the police and said, no, man, this person wants to play Emmanuel with me. And long story
So
short...
the case is that he
Emmanuel
recorded
Petit.
with. They recorded without their consent.
Yes, and that's why this
What is
person
it-
was
what is
taken
it
in for
with-
questioning.
What is it with Premier League footballers, especially foreigners?
Is he a
to
foreigner?
England.
How do you know he's a foreigner?
I'm
saying
not talking about
especially
him.
and
I
in
said
general.
especially
Okay.
in general.
Sharp. Continue.
And falling trap for traps.
Yep. And these
These women sometimes see them coming. I think so. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything. But
'Cause we
I
had-
think sometimes someone sees you coming and it's a payday. Surely.
It's a
It's
hustle.
not 0%.
It's a real hustle. It's a serious hustle.
Do they see you before or after you?
It's a gym come to Joburg setup, my friend.
They see you and then they see you on the film afterwards.
And they see
then
you
they
coming.
see you.
And then they see
I
you.
see you coming.
They see you
where,
coming.
Aye.
We're just saying. That's how
Yeah.
hustle works. They see you
Oh
coming.
wow, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
And that's all we have for you worldwide.
That was Around the World with Temple Worldwide, brought to you by Betway. Get away more.
I saw
Bet-
something very quickly, guys. I'm not sure if you saw that story about how MLS now has the right to pay players in cash.
It's
What
fine.
would they
Are
pay
they Royal
them?
AM now?
Yeah, there's something. I'll get the
Like
story.
in hard cash?
I'll read it to you, but please continue.
In Trump dollar.
Because they've always been paid in cash. Were they not?
There's a thing, like there's a.
No, hard cash probably.
That's what I'm
So-
trying. Yeah.
No, man, that's such a crest. It's
Like-
such a Royal AM thing to do.
But
But
in
also, there's a
envelopes.
certain amount of money that you can, have.
Oh, okay. So here's the story very, very quickly. It says here, Major Soccer League has announced that franchises will now be allowed to pay an unlimited amount to acquire players. The story is MLS will now allow teams to spend transfer fees on players for the first time ever. The league announced today there will be no limit on how much a franchise can pay for another player,
'cause there
but
was a
teams are
cap.
being capped
They were
to a
capped, even
maximum.
the salary cap.
Yes, there was a cap.
There was
So-
a transfer cap and a salary cap.
Yes, so
So
no
they're
other
letting go of the
assets
cap.
now.
So in
yeah.
a team, I think you
But
can
that-
surpass that, especially the salary cap. I once read something that in a team, I think you can only have 3 players surpassing that cap.
Yes, it's actually 2.
It's 3.
Is it 3?
But
I read
anyway,
it.
So Messi came and changed
doesn't-
the rules of the whole league.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but I
because
don't,
it's
I don't
not a
think
league.
that's it. It's probably because they will take on a new regulation like financial fair play, where you have to prove that you're able to generate this much revenue in order to spend that much
America.
revenue, which is a better system than capping salaries.
Okay, so long story short is that it is in effect immediately. So
they need to
preseason
compete
has
with
already
Saudi
started.
somehow.
Isn't the league finished?
Who knows? I don't know.
Man, you're looking
it's a
at
new
me.
season
I'm the
starting
last
now.
person who's going to
Yes.
give you an answer.
Like,
No, but that's why the rules are changing now.
Oh, for the start of the new
New
season.
season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, let's jet off to England before we jet off to the transfer window. FA Cup action. We've got FA Cup
Boring.
action tonight. It's not boring. It's
No,
exciting.
Premier League action
Tonight is the Premier League. Actually.
There's also FA Cup action. I want
Oh,
to
is
get
it?
to Premier League after we finish FA Cup.
Okay.
Leighton Orient versus Derby County, Mansfield Town versus Wigan Athletic, and Preston against Charlton to finish up those final fixtures within the draw, which has already been made. Interesting fixtures that I pick out from the draw. The biggest one, Spurs versus Villa.
Villa.
Spurs to win.
Villa.
It's a big game, and anything can happen in Ange Ball.
Yep.
But that's gonna be an
Did you see
exciting
what
one.
Ange Ball did to Liverpool?
My man, I'm afraid of Ed Small. Eh?
When it clicks, it clicks.
He's a silent killer.
No, it's a bit like Man United.
That new keeper
Can't
that
sharp.
Spurs got, that boy is very good.
Oh, he's good. He's good, and it's going to make a big difference for them
Yeah.
because they've struggled with
Yeah.
goalkeepers. I mean that was a horror show in the Carling. Where is it?
Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup.
Carabao.
Former Carling Cup. Yeah, that was a horror show from an experienced goalkeeper. Okay.
And who's the kid, the striker, the one who scored the goal?
Starts with a B.
I don't
Forgot
know.
his
Didn't
name.
watch.
But also, goodbye.
Yeah, I think so too. Other standout fixtures from the FA Cup coming up. Liverpool will play Plymouth Argyle. They've got a new manager. They're struggling in the championship. Should be easy win for Liverpool, that one. Everton against Bournemouth with David Moyes coming in. A cup run could really help them in their season.
Shame.
They need to focus on survival,
I feel
but
bad for Ashley Young because he didn't
didn't
a
get to
chance
play against
with
his son. That would have been
Because
nice.
Darren Ferguson was being a Ferguson.
Yeah. You must take the game serious. Just saying.
There's no sentiment in the cup.
Man United play Leicester City. That's another top.
No, Ruud van Nistelrooy is actually going to beat City in that game. I mean, sorry, he's going to
Beat
beat
United.
Yes.
So that's some of the FA Cup fixtures to look forward to. Heading over to the Premier League, there
Don't you have
is
Brighton and
action.
Chelsea as well?
Yes, that's right. That's another big fixture. Brighton against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea should win that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Brighton are sort of misfiring now after the
Yeah.
heat at the beginning of the
Yeah.
season. Eh?
They're not the same anymore.
Yeah, we were singing the praises of that young German coach, and
De Zerbi?
it's
No, not De Zerbi.
De Zerbi's gone to France.
Oh, he's
What's
left.
his name? The 32-year-old.
Fabian Hazel.
Hutzler.
Hurtler.
Hurtler, the youngest one.
Yeah, that's the one. So big fixtures in the FA Cup. Let's head over to Premier League. Kicking off
In about
in 10 minutes.
9 minutes.
Is Liverpool against Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest is going to win that game.
That's going to be the most interesting match, I believe. Yes,
They're really
Yeah, I
good.
think
They've-
it's going to be interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Like,
beat
literally,
Liverpool.
I'm rushing out of
This
this
is still
episode.
Liverpool's solitary loss this season. Right?
Yes,
Yes.
Is
yeah.
Nottingham Forest. in
Yeah,
the
it's
league.
Nottingham Forest, yeah.
Yeah. Chelsea already leading against Bournemouth. City level at Brentford. And West Ham and Fulham still lock level in a London
City
derby
level,
there.
yo. Ish.
City is not sure, but they will still finish
Oh,
top
shame.
4.
And it doesn't help. You know what? Ne?
He's getting his
And remember
divorce.
that, our brother is also moving out of his house. So
Wait, who's getting a divorce?
Pep.
our father.
Pep Guardiola's
Pep
getting
is
a
going
divorce.
through, yeah.
You can't lose that many games in a row.
Shame,
Then
man.
your wife must go.
Focus.
Shame,
Or he's been distracted. Maybe there's a young one who's been distracting him.
No, the young ones normally motivate and inspire.
How would you know?
I'm young.
Is that what Hugo
As-
Bruce?
as-
Is that what Hugo
as
Bruce
Hugo
says?
Bruce.
That's why you know where he lives.
You
Hey?
go there with the heartbeat, what you call the BP machine,
Blood pressure.
Monitor.
blood pressure monitor.
Tiffy, the whole country says thank you for a good AFCON, okay?
Danko. Shame, man. Perhaps. Wait a minute.
Do you think his trouble at
No,
home
wait.
translates to the pitch?
Look, I'm from.
Where did you guys get that story? I've not come.
Me, I know. Yeah, and he's moving out of his house
the
now. His
divorce,
house is worth
yeah.
like
Is it?
about 8 million.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
shame.
not announced or confirmed, but it seems like enough reports that it gives it
shame.
some
So
credibility.
here's the thing, right? Divorce does not happen overnight.
Of course.
Well,
Eh? No, like from
I've
what
never been
read,
divorced.
Neither have I, but like from what I've read, right? So what happens is there's a lead up.
There is a build up.
I mean, are we going to discuss now Pep's divorce now? Come on now.
No, but like it then is it explains
Explains
why
a lot.
City was shooting blanks
What if he started last
because he
season?
was not shooting.
What if he started last season and last season they won?
Nah.
I'm not doing this. Anyway,
You're
wish him all
casting
the
You know,
best.
when I was
expectations.
so in psychology, third year, when we were looking at the holistic process of divorce, right?
Well, Nana.
I'm a psychiatrist, psychologist.
I'm schooled, boy. It's a process, and in that process, you get people who tend to lose themselves,
That's true. It happens to the best
right?
of us.
So, best of who?
Us as humans.
Prof, don't
Please-
question.
Please decide which side of the fence you are on.
What do you mean?
Because you said you are a young one.
But I
with Hugo
am.
Bruce, now you are divorced.
Come on,
It
guys. I
happens to the
mean, a
best of us.
divorce is a
But anyway,
breakup, guys.
no, it's not the same. Anyway, listen to the prof. Right? So I think
What's going on here?
Marco, give that man a yellow card or
Hey,
something,
hey, hey,
please,
What's
man.
going
Come,
on
hurry
here?
it up, hurry it up.
I'm just saying what Pep was going through was indicative in his team's performance.
Perhaps.
That's why
Perhaps,
he
we don't
even
know.
scratched himself. Remember when
Yeah.
he was like, oh,
Yeah, he's going through a lot.
yes, he's going through a lot.
I agree
Sounds
with
like
you.
it.
I've never been divorced, but I don't wish it on anyone else. Right? I think it's a horror experience, and whatever you are saying could have attributed to some of his behavior.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Quick guess. Who scored for Chelsea?
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
I was actually gonna say Jackson, but he seems like he's going on a bit of a dip again.
Well, he got the assist, so
Okay,
give him
well,
that. So Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. It's 2 months in a row that Coach Nuno received Manager of the Month.
deserve it.
Forest
please.
are
so.
flying. They're playing really good football. It's an opportunity to
Kinda who's the
get some
striker?
points at home.
Wood.
Yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah.
On fire.
Ah,
that is
touche. Like America.
No, don't
We
do that.
have
Oh, sorry.
It's too soon.
We have Premier League fixtures tomorrow night as well, as we scan right over that. Everton against Aston Villa. First game, David Moyes back at the Everton job,
Goodison.
where he last really showed managerial credentials in a fantastic way. I don't think he did badly at West Ham in his 2 spells there.
Yeah,
Didn't
he also won
didn't
the
do
cup.
badly at
but-
United.
Look,
Relative, I suppose he didn't do that badly, but he really was very good at Everton.
At Everton
relatively
before, yeah.
did badly versus who? Because everybody at United.
That's
did
why
bad.
we're saying relatively he
Yes.
didn't do bad.
I think he just needs to consolidate, keeping Everton up,
He must just steady
You
the
know,
ship.
for me,
and then when they
if
move
you're
to
in
the
a
new-
relegation battle and you fire Sean Dykes,
you are
we
putting
see
yourself-
what happens. We saw
With Burnley.
with Burnley.
Yeah.
As soon as you're in trouble and you fire Sean Dykes, you're finished.
But I think Moyes will steady the ship.
I
He's
believe
very
so.
experienced.
Yeah.
He's well loved. He'll give them a boost. And I think Aston Villa should worry tomorrow night because Goodison is going to be pumping
Because
with the return
with
of
each
him.
game that plays at Goodison against whatever team, that is the last game that they're playing there against whatever team. Because
That's
obviously
right.
they're moving.
Goodison.
They're moving, yep.
they're
Coming
moving
to an
a new-
end.
Yes.
Leicester City versus Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Leicester are
Palace.
struggling under Root. He needs to steady the ship fast because this could be a straight up and down scenario, especially with discussions still going on about Leicester having a points deduction.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Newcastle against Wolves, that's going to be a cracker of a game at St. James's Park. Both teams playing well. Isak on fire. I think
Love me some Isak.
Newcastle, a very impressive team. Isak, Gordon.
Cunha, great player.
Yes.
These are 2 of the hottest properties in
Yeah.
Premier League football. I think the big 6 clubs are going to be looking at those 2 players come the end of the season.
Hey, but the man, Chief.
Hey,
PSR.
Isak's expensive.
Yeah. So I'll give it to Newcastle.
I fancy them as well. And then a North London derby tomorrow night. Arsenal versus Spurs. Ange Ball. You scared?
Spurs.
You think so?
Nah, I say the Gunners.
He's hoping the opposite happens.
No. So on the balance of play, look at. I was actually very impressed with Spurs against Liverpool. You look at Arsenal. They play good football. Their XG is usually very high, but
Execution.
no XG, expected goals, man.
Now I'm talking about Arsenal's problem.
Oh,
Execution of the
It's
games.
execution. You get a Kai Havertz who
Missing chances
missing chances. Gabriel Jesus is out, but
for the rest of the season with
Yes.
an ACL injury.
Oh man. And he was just coming all right, eh?
Yeah.
he was starting to score goals. Saka is out.
When it rains, it pours.
Odegaard was limping on Sunday.
And sort of slightly misfiring to the levels that you
Wouldn't expect him to.
Yeah,
Yes.
just because the expectation is so high for Odegaard. Currently misfiring since he's come back from injury.
Yes. Nwaneri, I don't know if he's gonna be back.
Yeah, there's where are the goals going to come from
That's
from
the
Arsenal.
thing. All right. So Spurs, Anje Ball boy.
Yeah, and also I don't know. You mentioned Odegaard being injured, and you see a player like Smith Rowe doing so well in that position. I mean, I would have loved to see Smith Rowe being a backup to Odegaard, for instance. You know what I
The
mean?
thing is, there was a record fee for Smith Rowe and PSR
Yeah,
financial
PSR
fair play.
money.
Yeah,
I
And he
suppose.
also wanted first team football.
Yeah, I guess. But geez, it would have been a perfect fit for him. I mean,
No.
I
Granted,
agree.
no. Smith Rowe
Was a loss.
He was a big loss for Arsenal.
Especially looking at the injuries.
Yeah. So for me, I see Spurs winning this game against Arsenal. I'm sorry. And I'm not wishing the opposite.
yeah,
I know that's
I'm
what's
going
gonna
with Spurs as well because I just know Spurs that yes, it's on the day, especially with like
Against the
relatively
big
big sides. You know, they just really comes out and do wonders.
I just think that if Declan Rice has a game,
His form has been
He's
I
I think if
up and
Declan
down.
Rice has a, because he really is a top player, and if he commands that midfield, Spurs will struggle to get firing. It doesn't matter who on the team.
But then he's there with who? You're gonna put Jorginho and
Thomas Partey, maybe.
assuming he's
I think Jorginho's not got the legs for the Spurs game. I would not go with Jorginho.
There we go.
I'd partner Declan Rice with Partey. That would be what I would go for. But let's see. Thursday night, Ipswich against Brighton.
Brighton.
Ipswich gonna struggle.
I'll go for Ipswich.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll go for Brighton.
Ipswich, there is one thing that stands out for me in this Ipswich side specifically. First of all, the spirit. You know, they want to be there. They want to prove that they can.
Spirit does not win you football games.
But you know,
contributes, Chief.
You know what? It does contribute. Actually,
It
spirit
contributes.
It's one of the factors.
Yes.
But you know who does potentially win you football games is Liam Delap. That boy's class.
Yeah.
He's a player. And if they manage to get opportunities to him, he will swallow them up. And, you know, Ipswich could beat this Brighton side, but
I still fancy Brighton.
I'd still fancy Brighton ever so slightly. And then Man United against Southampton. Man United, a turnaround in spirits around the club. It's a
Southampton-
good time to play Southampton at Old Trafford.
Southampton is a gone team.
They
literally,
finished.
They
Will finish bottom.
You see Southampton, we can write their obituary, we can do the top stone unveiling even.
everything after tears.
After tears,
Yeah.
before we bury them.
Yes.
That is done.
Southampton are gone.
They're finishing stone last.
Yeah.
And at Old Trafford, when the spirits are turning around in Manchester, I think...
Wasn't an easy game though the first time round.
No, not at all.
St. Mary's.
That's right. But this is at Old Trafford, and it
Old
seems
Trafford
to
is
have
not a
fallen
fortress
apart.
anymore.
And also, you've changed managers, and
Old Trafford is not a fortress anymore.
I agree. And anything can happen. It's football. It's the Premier League.
But I still fancy
But
Man
I
United
fancy
to
Man
win.
United. It just feels like a game that Man United are going to win. So that's some Premier League action to look forward to. Len Moleko. It's the transfer window. What's standing out for you so far?
Rashford to
Milan.
Italy.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
He needs.
Do you think he will thrive? Just in a different environment.
Most players who leave the Premier League to go to Syria, especially,
Are thriving.
are thriving. The McTominays of this world. There's a couple of players from Chelsea who also went to thingy. Giroud also thrived after leaving Chelsea to go to Milan. I can name
Even Chris Smalling.
Smalling.
Yeah.
Lukaku.
Lukaku is
He's built for Italian.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think Rashford will, like, a different city, different place. The kids are not there, so he doesn't have to feed anybody in Milan. He'll be good.
Yeah. Super sub.
Walker wanting to leave, eh?
Yo. I think the legs are gone.
I think the legs are gone. And
I don't think that the Premier League, you need legs.
And he
I think
realized
he-
like a good
Is he
dancer.
also
No,
getting a divorce?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I think so. I think it's coming.
So when Pep sneezes, the whole team gets the flu.
The divorce flu.
But like, yeah.
Seppi Darling, any signings that stand out? Because I think the Kyle
I'm just
Walkers-
going to talk on I saw a story about Man United signing a Paraguayan Diego Leon.
Yeah, he's a youngster, the Paraguayan
Yep.
left back.
Left
He's
back,
going
yep.
to he shows a lot of promise. He's one for the future.
Yep.
He's gone in, he's done his medical, he's signed the paperwork, and he goes back to Paraguay.
Oh, speaking of Man United, remember I sat on this very chair and I said, Ineos, whatever they touch from a sporting perspective, they mess it up.
Okay.
Why are you looking to cash out on Maino, Garnacho, and I think it's Højlund?
Højlund.
Because you are trying to
Make
pretty
money
much
to
make
spend
money to spend money.
And those are the only valuable players you've got.
Yeah, but what
Surely
are
you
they
have
going to do
hold on
without
to them.
Garnacho and Mainu?
Well, I think Mainu is a big one.
Yes,
Like,
for
what are
mine
they
is
going
the
to do
biggest
without
big
him?
one.
Garnacho, I think if Garnacho goes,
Ghana,
it's-
who's his favorite player again?
Anthony, who's gonna
Why
buy?
is
yeah,
Who's gonna buy him?
they're busy offering him to everyone. No one wants to take it.
And also, Mino is asking for quite a big salary, eh?
Yeah, but give it.
But
to him.
no, he's worth it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
If Chelsea's going to offer him that salary,
And-
match whatever he's going to get offered somewhere else, because it's going to make sense, right?
I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe is actually gonna drive United to the pits. I'm sorry.
And it already is. in
Just
the
on
pits.
trying to save money.
Yes, because there was no Christmas party again.
Yeah. So Alejandro Garnacho. So Garnacho is an interesting one because that seems to be the trickle-on effect of what I think is the transfer of this window. Kvaratskhelia. The Napoli attacking player. He was
Yes.
revelation at the Euros. Tremendous player going to PSG for around 80 million euros.
Oh, there's always that one transfer.
That creates that
That-
trickle-on
yes.
effect, right? And that's why. But Napoli offered 30 million euros for Garnacho.
That's not a lot.
That's nothing.
Exactly.
Has the financial thing changed completely in football now?
United will probably take that.
Because even Kvaratskhelia 2-3 seasons ago would have been 120 million.
That's crazy. I think
In the
Garnacho's
form
worth
he's in, the
more.
quality that he's got, whatever, he would have been 120 million. Now he's 80. That's going to be the most expensive transfer of the window, I think. And the other big thing in this transfer window I have to ask Super Sub about, where did that money come from?
Victor Reis or Vitor Reis.
Manchester City spending nearly 200 million now this window.
No, I think they know that they're gonna get away with the 115 charges.
Or
How
they
do they
just
know?
don't care at the moment.
But
No,
remember
but they know
didn't-
they're gonna get away with
But
it.
remember they had profits and they didn't do much business in the transfer window this year.
They only took Savinho.
200 million.
They only had Savinho and who else? And Bernardo coming, Gundogan coming for free.
He was free, Gundogan.
Yeah, they didn't rebuild the squad.
Yeah,
like
they didn't rebuild
should
the
have.
squad. They had money in the bank.
But where's this money coming from?
I'm saying they made profit last season.
Divorce settlement.
Wow, lad.
Wow, Len. Wow. Oh yeah, so Victor, it says that Brazilian Vitor Reis is to join City from Palmeiras.
Interesting.
It will take him a while to hit the ground running. City will finish in the top 4, like I said.
Yeah.
I think from them spending now, they know that they beat the case against the Premier League. So they should be fine. Those 115 charges, the joke is over now. It's dry.
And apparently all the teams are clean from last year's books, eh? I saw something.
Yeah, currently. Yeah, except for Leicester.
Also because they from the other league, right? Yeah.
No, but I agree.
I guess they got promoted,
But
they
all
still
the
have their
current teams
problems.
all the current teams in the Premier League are not facing any charges for last season.
Yeah.
They've all shown clean books
Good for them.
except for Leicester,
So
who
in the
are under
champion-
investigation.
So in the championship,
yeah.
there is a certain cap, and in the Premier League, there is a different cap.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it's
okay.
about profit and sustainability. It means they spend more money than they make. That's the issue, and that's the issue they're busy
much.
fighting, and they've already faced some punishments for it. But that's still under investigation.
But Leicester won the case the first time round.
Yeah, but now it's gone to a new arbitration, a whole other thing. There's a new court, so they're still under investigation.
Maybe Mam Kiza must buy Leicester City, yes.
She can't afford it.
Can we talk
Talk
about
about
Madrid
transfer.
and Barca?
Yeah, before you go, There's a certain player, we spoke about him and we said he thrives in competition football, like in tournaments. And he has just joined a Mexican club and it's going to be playing in the Club World Cup.
James Rodriguez.
He's going to be player of the season, of the tournament rather.
Interesting. Talent, but again, I think I've said here, in the book, Why England Lose, the soccer Bible.
I thought we left that in 2024.
No.
Find another book that you're going to quote, man.
It's a Bible.
Find another one.
It's a Bible.
Go to the other one.
No. That's a Bible.
Continue.
It says you must never buy World Cup stars.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, Miss Rodriguez.
Because World Cup stars usually don't flourish when they go
Post-World Cup.
to post-World Cup, when they go to club football.
Yeah,
Why?
like Wayne Rooney and Michael Owen and
Fabian Barthez. We can name.
He went to United
I
after
was-
the World Cup. Eh?
Yeah, I was being
I remember.
sarcastic about Wayne Rooney and Michael Owen, and then he brings a
Any
serious
agreed.
example. But please go
It's
on.
from the Bible, like
Okay.
yes.
I don't like your Bible.
It is a difficult move because they become very valuable after a very good tournament. So you spend big money, it
And
puts
then
a lot of pressure on a
expectation
player.
is
The
high.
expectation
Yes.
is high. It's difficult. And James Rodriguez,
And
boy
they
oh
tremble under
boy.
pressure.
What a
Pressure
talent.
and
I'm interested to
expectation.
watch him in the Club World Cup. Hey?
Yeah, he was tremendous.
Oh yeah, FIFA they've got a broadcast partner for that. Big ups on them.
Who is the broadcast partner?
It's a Saudi.
Of course.
Yeah, Saudis
Of
got them by
course.
scrotum, eh?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah?
Show Julius.
Okay, and that's a wrap of Onside ZA. Betway
big ups.
SA20.
Yes. SA20. Excitement. Saw a couple of guys catching 1 million.
Yeah.
I was like,
2 million.
"Oh, I wish I was in Durban." That's cool. So yeah, watching the games as they come along.
You can't catch much at Wanderers. It always gets rained out.
That's the problem. Rain, eh?
Sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, Betway SA20 action still in play. Head through to the stadium. If you do have a Betway account and you make that catch, your winnings are doubled.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you got a Betway account,
And you know how to
registered,
catch.
and you know how to catch one-handed.
Yeah.
Tippy?
And you know that stand. There's one stand.
Yes.
Must go to.
So what I noticed, right, is most sixes are actually either hit square leg or at point or like a hook shot,
Okay.
right? So when you're sitting at the stadium, look at the crease and sit on either side.
Are you listening,
Yeah,
Tippy?
because it's
Because I believe so much in you, Tippy. You're going to catch.
Not this year, my friend.
What?
I thought she was late. Didn't she catch?
Not this year. You guys suck.
Okay, so consult Len Moleko when you're buying your tickets for a Betway SA20 match.
Sit, be strategic where you're going to sit.
Yeah.
Yes. so that you can catch.
Consult Len, send him a DM.
Yes, let me
So that
know.
you can catch.
So that you can catch.
Guys.
And also big ups to Barcelona for winning the
Oh, yes.
El Clasico.
That was a
yes.
thumping, eh?
Yeah.
Guys, we're out of time. We can't talk about Real Madrid losing El Clasico like this. So we have to,
Oh yes, I also need to rush to go watch the Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool
Wow.
game. So you're right,
just
we are
like-
out of time.
yeah. Len Moleko, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Tsepi Worldwide,
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, darling. And everybody's favorite Super Sub.
Danku.
Be sure to follow Super Sub on Instagram.
Hey,
at
I'm just
Did you get to
Onside.
100?
Hey, my man.
Shotaka one.
Shot 11. I'm on 89.
Come on.
Ah,
come
you
on.
was there.
Onside _Super Sub.
So who needs to catch now?
I need some catching up.
You guys are weird.
On Instagram, follow
Super sub _onside ZA.
That's the one. Follow him now. Ballers, thank you so much. I'm Marco Martins, and thank you as always for joining us. And remember, be onside. Don't be offside. Be onside with us. And Betway, get way more.
Yes, sir.